Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
What?
Bill Bellamy.
Back.
We
in here. Yo, y'all got to make me like official play cousin.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm literally like, I feel like I'm related to y'all.
He sees all of us outside of here.
all the time.
I'm like, yo, I'm officially a part of the Breakfast Club. I love the feeling.
Now, you said yesterday you were trying to outdrink Angela Yee.
It's impossible.
Impossible.
Ladies and gentlemen, let it be known that the little cutie right here, little shorty short, could walk through tequila like it's iced tea.
Every time I see you, too.
Oh, my God. Like, I did King's Theater, right? It was like a month ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to this really beautiful Caribbean spot called The Grill in Brooklyn. So
right.
King's Theater, go down the street. So Donnell Rollins is like, yo, B, if y'all hungry and you want some real Caribbean food, you got to go to The Grill. Cool, we go there. Boom, boom. Next thing I know, here come little shorty Angela coming around the corner. Hey, Bill! She got a bottle in her hand already.
Yeah.
Welcome to The Grill. Boom, boom. She throwing shots for everybody.
I work there. I fake work there.
Yeah, it look like you wait the VIP there, the VIP hostess. So she's walking around with the bottle, like she got from Bevmo. She just walking around, welcome to the Grill, bam, bam. That was the first one. I was like, I ain't even get my plantains, I ain't get no beans, no nothing.
But he was going for it.
But then I'm thinking like I'm eating a little bit. All I had was 2 pieces of chicken and a little rice. Here she come again. Round 2, boom, boom. It's like, yo. I'm like, yo, is she sponsored by tequila? Because I'm thinking she don't have the outfit. So I'm looking around.
You don't have an outfit on.
Because you usually had an outfit.
Right.
An ambassador.
She was like, and brand ambassador. I'm like, yo, I think that's her tequila. Not lying. I'm not making this up. We talking with some other people. Donnell, we laughing. Lala's there.
Yep.
And your boy.
Anthony Ramos.
It's a bunch of people that's New York cats, right? Next thing you know, she's like, Belle, did I get you again? I was like, no. Boom, boom, boom. She do it every 15. Don't go out with her, bro.
No, well, you know what I do when I do?
He throws his shots out.
I throw it on the floor.
And you know what a waste that is? We are in a recession.
You be throwing it over the shoulder?
All the time.
Oh,
I'm like, y'all ready?
That's a good
I wait
move.
for you to take your shot, and I throw it behind my shoulder.
But that's why you got to watch him.
So they be
That's why
watching
you gotta
me now.
watch
They be
him.
So
looking at me
you
like
ain't never lit like we are. You just...
No,
you,
I got lit too many times.
So you-
Especially with Angela Yee, so I don't do it no more.
You don't.
Or what you do is you take the shot, and then you get a chaser, and then you spit it back in the chaser.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the two you do.
DUIs
So
in
Envy,
your
you
life.
spit, you don't swallow?
Or don't go there with her. Don't go there with her. Don't go there with her.
She's so
or
nasty.
what you
She's
do
so
is
nasty.
you get the bartender. You couldn't do it in this situation, but you
Right.
get the bartender. You give her $20 for when we take shots. Just pour water in mine.
Oh.
But you know what I do? I switch with people because I know people do stuff like that. So when you're with somebody
you
like
cut
Envy,
that out.
you be like, here, you take this one, I'll take that one. Let's see. I don't play. I know all the tricks.
She's a pro, but I promise you, man, I had such a good time, and I want to give a special shout out to Brooklyn because, that show was incredible, and then just the energy of coming back to New York and people out again, that energy for me is everything. Because it was a while, it took me 2 years to come back here and do a show. I shot my comedy special here, and I had to wait damn near 18 months for the city to open up, do all that. Well, or do you have to be vaccinated? Do you have to do this, that, and the other? You got to wash your booty before you go to a show. So
you should wash your booty before.
But they mandatory wash your booty.
So what's been going on? But of course,
I want my life back.
Ah!
That's the name of the special.
Yes, the special. When does that come out? June 4th. It's out.
It's out right now.
Yeah,
It's out right now.
It's on Amazon Prime, and it's probably I'm gonna go out and say it's my best hour, just because I've had Ladies Night Out was dope, Crazy Sexy Dirty was dirt too, but this one right here, I think what's cool about this hour that I did is that it's the feeling that I think everybody got, they want their life back. It's one of those sort of feelings that I think I captured the feeling of the country. Where people were like, yo, what's going on with these kids not going back to school? What's going on with this vaccination stuff? What's going on with the Capitol Hill?
Yes, I want to talk about that because I did listen to it. So the January 6th hearings are going on
That's
now.
what's unbelievable.
Yes, and so you talked about just these white people. You said there was black people there, but they didn't go inside.
Right, they was scared.
One dude did. The one rapper did.
Yeah, but it's always one.
There's one.
But the joke I said is black people know crime, but we also know time. So we know that's 15 to 20. So that's why we stayed on the steps. The white people just ran in there. We're going inside! Oh my God! running into the bathrooms,
Yep.
running up the staircases, no plan of attack. They just ran.
Right.
Like, and then figured it out while they was running. I didn't know when I was doing this joke like a year and a half ago that right now is the hearings. Like,
That's
you know
so
how long
timely.
So it's actually weird. It's weird good timing that something that I'm talking about is right now.
What
So
are you thinking while you're watching the hearings? Have you been keeping up with what's going on? I think
crazy.
it's insane.
It's really crazy. I'm trying to figure out what the end game is because it's like, you know, the president didn't do a lot of things he should have did, and he looks bananas right now. Like, is it going to be a charge, or are we just wasting time? Like, because you see as it unravels how many people had to allow this to happen.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you saw him doing like the rehearsal. Did you see that
Oh,
clip?
I saw that this morning.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
I'm not saying that. I don't
He
believe
said,
that.
I
I'm
don't
not
want
saying
to.
that.
I already said this.
I'ma
I'm
say
not going to
something
say
else.
this again.
Oh, defied what?
Now I was going to ask you. Now you
What's
talk
up?
about the pandemic. You got a big family. So how
Yes.
was the family during the pandemic with your kids and everything? Because now you're not on the road.
Yeah.
So you really got to talk to your sons and your wife.
Yo,
right?
yo.
You
I
gotta
really
have-
realized, like, I knew my kid. I thought I knew my kids. I learned my kids for real. Them 2 years was grind time. Like I'm like, yo, I know you're crazy. I know you need more education. Like, I just realized, like, you've been skipping class. Like, yo, I thought you were smarter than that, you know, or whatever. And then it's also too. It's like they was like, Daddy, like, you gonna be here another day? Like, they used to me being gone. So now I see all they moves. And the funny thing is, my kids play me one way, play my wife the other way. It's like I see. Oh, I see how y'all be doing. They come get me like in the driveway. Yo, Dad, what's up? And try to get me to go this way. And then I come in the house and she be like, what is it? Who said that?
Dad.
I'm like, oh, you trying to get me under a federal investigation?
investigation.
Who's the nicer, more lenient one out of you and your wife? If the kids, you know, if
They're
I
gonna
ask,
say me.
okay.
But the thing about me is I'm fair. Like I'm a throwback dad with a little bit of the nuances of the new dad, right? Because I'm kind of like James Evans, trapped inside of like trying to be a little more like the new wave dad.
Correct.
But I can't go from the old school because that's how I was raised, right? So well, my thing is my kids got to be accountable. Ain't no free rides.
Right.
Like, I'll take care of you, but you got to do your thing. But sometimes they be want to skip that and be like, oh my God, Dad, you're like so aggressive.
Well,
I'm aggressive.
I'm glad my daughter said that all the time.
She
Yeah,
does.
Dad, why do you talk to me like that?
you
How
do
the
talk.
fuck am I supposed to talk
You
to
do talk crazy.
How am I supposed to talk to
You know what
don't
it
see
is,
this
guys?
game? You don't
Both
think
of
I
you
know
are
this game?
performers. That's why,
Huh?
because you probably are used to like getting on stage, and Envy's used to doing his DJ voice.
Right.
So
But
sometimes,
daddy voice is different.
yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, but sometimes
Right.
it might cross over into the.
Yo, my daughter tried to pull some little smooth, because girls to me, like, I learned so much being a dad of a girl. Y'all learn how to move early, and y'all know how to manipulate. Like, but it's a smooth manipulate, not in a mean way. Like, I remember when my daughter was like 11, she was like, Daddy, I really think it's time for me to have a phone. And here's the thing. All of my friends communicate with it, and it would be a wonderful way for me to communicate with my friends. So I need the iPhone 9
Yeah.
or whatever it was. And I was like, you know what? That was a wonderful setup.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's
I
go.
crashed my parents' car, and I was only 15.
You crashed the car?
Yeah, I stole it, crashed the car, put it back in the driveway, didn't say anything. My dad came in, started yelling at me, and I was like, I'm okay, thanks for asking.
Oh, you slick.
Oh, I would beat my daughter's ass.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I would beat my. Now you
And then-
can't beat
no,
your
but then you got to
daughter.
walk off after that, you know?
What?
After,
I would've grabbed
thank
you
you for
by your little
asking.
Thank you for
So the
being
material
concerned
thing,
about me.
yeah, the
so
material
the car's
thing.
more important than me, Daddy? Thank you.
What did your dad say after that?
What could he say?
He was quiet.
Yeah, what could
It's-
you say?
it's
'Cause
hard.
you feel kind of bad. Like, I just yelled at her. What if something happened?
Yeah, my daughter,
Guy's a
I give her,
comedian over there.
like, it's so funny. Like, I think the best experience is having a daughter for a guy.
Absolutely.
I really do. I just think there's something wonderful about what it teaches us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with your son, you're going to be on some, man, I always tell dudes it's like AM, FM, right? with your daughter, you might be on FM. Your son, you're gonna be on AM. It's two different wavelengths.
That's facts.
And you're gonna communicate different. What I love about being the father of a daughter is you learn your emotions differently.
Right.
Because you ain't gonna ever be that way with your son.
Correct.
Like there's certain moves you do with your son, and it's this way. But with your daughter, they force you to deal with your feelings.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
You know what?
Absolutely.
That brings me to I want my life back, because you
Yes.
also talked about how men aren't good at being side pieces, but women,
Yeah, they
as
know.
far as our emotions and
You like
controlling
that
things,
joke?
I think it's funny because
Right.
you talk about how we can be like, okay, I see you.
Okay.
But y'all will lose your mind.
No, see, the funny thing about that joke, when I first wrote that joke about men are not good at being side chicks, because men are ego-driven.
Correct.
And our egos can't bear the thought that we coming off the bench for a check.
I agree. No, it's facts.
But a woman can come off the bench for you, but the thought that she walked in this club and she act like she don't know you, for a man is bananas. And if you Spanish dudes are really crazy. Like they like you talking about Juan and Manuel, you talking about them when they see they girl and they think they side chick is they real girl and they with they real woman and they can't process. Like it goes haywire because they gotta sit in it. And she acting like she don't know, and he like, yo, right? So when I first time I did that joke, the first 3 nights I did it, it caused fights.
Really?
That's why I knew I was cooking. I was like, oh, people feel this. Because I remember when I was doing a joke one time, a girl was like, it's like that? Oh, it's like that, huh? And I was like, he must be fresh in this situation with a side chick, and it's volatile in here. Next thing I know, whoop, 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 cops is at the comedy show.
Wow.
What happened? I ain't even, you mad at me over something I did 2 years ago. It got real.
That's the worst explanation.
Yeah.
Something I did 2
2
years ago.
years
Something
ago.
I did 10 years ago. Something I did 5 years. That's the worst
It's on your
thing
books.
to say.
It's on your books.
It's on the books. That's the worst, because that just lights another fire. Like, what? What? You telling me when I should get over it?
Yeah. And so the side chick thing, what I like about it was I flipped it the other way, because usually, as men, we look at it from the female way. I wanted to flip it on us. Like,
Right.
okay, now the tables turn. How you living? How you living when she walk in here and you see her real life? Like that's tight on you. And you with your lady, you gotta eat that in the club and people see you. And
That's when you know you in love with your side chick.
Yeah, because you didn't. The joke is men don't know their feelings; they learn them. You see, follow me on that.
Yeah.
Dudes don't really know how they care, or if they really care like that. The moment teach you.
Yeah, because y'all also always try to act like you don't care.
Yeah, dudes be acting like, yeah, I'm good, B, whatever she do. It's just like, even if you break up with your girl, right, there's always one person more in love than the other one, right? And so the funny thing is, like, if you and your girl break up and she move on quick, you be hot.
Right.
You know what? You're right. And I'm thinking now, you're right. We just had this incident in my crib, right?
Right.
So my wife was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going away with the girls. I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Until she bought the ticket.
Yeah,
that
you was
became
like, yo, you really
really
leaving?
going?
Like y'all leaving tomorrow?
You really leaving?
Like in the morning? Like how many days?
And then I hit her with this, Bill. I said, so if me and my boys, we went on a boys trip.
You do
Right.
that
be
every
cool with that?
weekend.
You good with it?
You be cool with that? She'd be like, yeah, but you really don't go anywhere like that. I said, but what if I did?
Yeah.
I said, you really gonna go? And then I started doing the math. I said, so wait a minute. You gonna spend this money to fly, or you flying first class, right? Yeah.
Right, okay.
And here, and there, and I don't go? She was like, yeah, you said it was cool. You said all right. I'm like, I ain't mean that, though. I ain't mean that.
You ain't really mean it.
You should pay for her and all her friends on the girls' trip. You should pay for the villa.
What?
Yeah, some good
See,
husband moves.
See, give us some game.
Yeah.
I'm telling
be
you,
like,
she
I'm
gotta be
going
in
to pay
part
for
two
the
of How to
villa
Be a
for
Player.
y'all. Or you know what you do? You pay for a dinner for a night or whatever. Let me treat you and the ladies to dinner. Y'all have a good time.
And you smooth it over.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
She a pimp.
Yeah, she
a
is.
pimp. She a pimp.
is. Now let's talk about this podcast. You got a new podcast.
Yes, sir.
Top Billing with Bill Bellamy.
Yes.
Talk about the podcast
So,
and why you decided to do it.
first and foremost, I'm going to give you your flowers, both of y'all. You know, you guys have done such a wonderful job of locking in on the culture. And one of the things that I want to give you flowers about is like, you guys reminded me, and I said this to you on your show, that you guys reminded me of my contribution to the culture. Like, I forgot. Remember I came in there and I was talking about, the different interviews I had with like, Lil' Kim and this and that. And I was like, yo, that's bugged out. Like literally I was on top of the game with everybody. And so it spawned in my head that maybe I can contribute again to the culture, but in a way that I can control it the way I want to do it. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do a podcast that was my personality, plus funny, plus like kick it with all the top cats in the game. Like now that we grown, you know, and I know everybody, so that's how Top Billing came out. And then, you know, I teamed up with Dave Mays, who created The Source.
Yep, shout out to Dave Mays.
He also has Don't Call Me White Girl on there. We love her.
The Funny Marco, like they're doing, and Freeway Ricky Ross has a brand new podcast as well. So it's going to be eclectic stuff for the culture. I'm sort of like, I feel like my show is the marquee show in a sense where I'm going to go out and grab 50. I'm going to grab Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to grab Elon Musk. I'm going to grab all these like top billing kind of people that have been game changers. That's what I want to do.
I saw the last episode you had Lunel on, and y'all had a really interesting conversation about family.
Yes.
And it is different, like when a woman, because she goes on the road and she didn't realize until she went on Ayanla, Fix My Life, with her family, you know, there were some issues with her being gone, because sometimes as a person that works all the time, I'm sure, Envy, you could relate to that too. When you have kids, you travel a lot, and you don't realize the effect of not being there. You're thinking about, I'm making money.
I'm taking care of it, right?
To make your life better, but that also means a sacrifice of me not being able to be there. And I know for you, and you've said this, you know, at numerous times, how you really had to step back because you wanted to make sure you didn't miss things.
It's hard. Like when Lunel did that interview, it was really emotional because I felt her pain, right? Because she was like, I'm a mom, I'm a female, you know, in a male-dominated sport comedy, and I'm grinding, I'm trying to take care of my family, blah, blah, blah. And she couldn't be there for her daughter like that. And I was like, dang, because we never think about the other side of, you know, women going through it. And being the maternal thing as a woman, missing your baby, that's tough, right? So I was like, dang. So when I was getting, and this is the hardest thing for me, Envy, you can relate to this. When your success comes like that, you don't know when your wave comes. So you catch a wave and you got to go get it. Like, you know, the wave might stop.
Right.
So you're making all this money, you traveling, you on point, bing, 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 but then you got school stuff. And you gotta, like, I didn't care what I was doing. I was not missing daddy-daughter dance. Like, that to me was gonna be my epic moment with my daughter. Like, there's no way. She's in 4th grade and all the dads showed up. I don't care if I had a $80 million movie, I'm not doing it, right? And so I had to pick and choose jobs based on my kids and my wife and my life and what we needed to do so that I wouldn't wake up one day and not have nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
was
hard.
there like a moment that something happened that you said, okay, I have to make this conscious decision, or did you always feel like that?
The oddest thing was I learned this lesson from D.L. Hughley, right? So I'm at D.L. Hughley's daughter's, 18th or 17th birthday party. And all the entertainers are there. And he really was emotional, right? He said, I wish I could go back and have created more moments with you. I worked so hard that I don't have any memories like I should have. And I sat there and I was like, yo, that's deep as hell. Because D always working. And my daughter at that time was probably 2 or 3. And I said, yo, man, that's fire information. So, because if you don't create memories and moments, you don't have them.
Correct.
I don't care how much money you make, you will not have a connection with your children the way you think you should have, right? And then you can't go back to fix it. So when I heard that, I kept that in my head. Shout out to D.L. Hughley. I was like, yo, I got to balance this thing, because I'm like, I don't want to feel like he's feeling right now, because that's a real feeling. You know what I mean? And that's when I said, yo, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to make time.
Now that's good, because I haven't got there yet.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you why, because like you said, it's a wave, right?
Right.
And we've seen so many friends, celebrities, athletes, artists, rappers, DJs, comedians hit that wave and then lose that wave and then never bounce back.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, while you got that wave, you try to do both. So I try to bring my family along with me.
Which is good.
Which, like, if I got a show or I got to do something, I try to bring everybody with me, or bring my son or daughter with me, so that way they can experience. But that's always been tough. And I would say, since a kid, I've been waiting for the daddy-daughter dance. And you know, I have 4 daughters and never had a dance. Their schools never had it.
No!
We never had that growing up either. We never had a daddy-daughter dance.
Everything.
I've seen it on TV. I've been dying. My one daughter, she's 20, nothing.
She's gone.
My other one is 9. We haven't had one yet. The one that's 5, still no.
Bro.
Like, I've been waiting for the daddy-daughter dance.
Yo, it is probably the most epic.
I'm going to get a limo.
You got to do it. Like, you got to make one up so you can have a feeling. Let me tell you what, for all the dads out there that got daughters, let me tell you why the daddy-daughter dance is so fly. Because it's almost like Cinderella. You know, it's almost like, you know, Prince Charming or whatever, right? But your daughter is so beautiful. She got her little thing on, and you get dressed up, and you do the dance with her. And it is absolutely, it just touches your heart in a way you just be like, yo!
Wow.
This is like, and then all the dads feel the exact same way. You see it in their face, and you do a choreographed dance, and you walk her out. Man, it's priceless.
I want to do it.
You got to do it in the house.
Evie, why don't you start one and then
you should start.
Yeah.
If you started,
Right.
Evie,
Do the daddy and daughter dance.
You could do it at the car show.
You will be heroic.
You're right.
Just you got to create. I
Get a
promise
venue,
you.
do the
It'll be so
daddy-daughter
many
dance.
dads be like, "Evie, thank you, man. Got me over here by my car crying, man.
Yo,
I
that's
can't believe you did this at the car show."
Or you could do it at like one of your one of the buying houses, flipping homes.
Nah. I'm gonna think about
make it
really
an-
doing
make
that. Making an event.
Make it an event, and it's for fathers and their daughters only. And it's a dinner, and it's a situation where you can share with your daughter and create that moment. Your daughter never forget it, bro.
Now, can it be a guy we just call daddy?
This fool.
You can't come here. You definitely can't come here.
But me and daddy want to come.
No, you can't come.
She's like, "Can I bring my sugar daddy?"
No. Now, on another episode on your podcast, you talked to Tony Rock about the infamous slap. So, what were your thoughts on the slap? You've been in the industry.
That
a long
went
time.
viral.
Both of these guys,
that went
peoples.
viral. Yeah. I think the slap, man, was to me was unfortunate, you know, because on a lot of levels. First, it was disservice to each other, to Will and to Chris, because it's like, yo, man, we're all in this game trying to win. This ain't the place for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being completely honest. I was just like, yo, I thought it was a skit. I was like, please tell me they playing. Like, this is crazy. This is the Oscars. And I'm one of the Academy members, bro. So I get all the emails. So I know what's popping, right? This is an important moment for Will Smith to me. I'm like, yo, you know, I voted for Will. I'm like, yo, they got to give Will his Oscar on this one. This is crazy. He murdered that role.
He did.
I was like, please, God, let this not be no shenanigans. Give Will Smith his flowers, right? I'm rooting for the brother. I'm like, come on, Will. You know, I'm sitting in the crib like, come on, Will, right? And so when that happened, I was like, oh, no, not tonight. Whoa, this is skit. No, it's not.
I thought it was a skit.
I was like, oh, my God, this is real. So now I'm like embarrassed. As a black man, I'm embarrassed.
Because all your white friends the next day gonna be like, hey, so what did you think of that slap in the morning?
Oh! And I'm like, and I don't know why I would be taking it so personal, because I always feel like I'm representing every black man on the planet.
Right.
When every time I do something, I feel like I'm representing you. I feel like that's why I'm doing it. Like, I want to be an example of what we. And Will literally has been an example his whole career.
Absolutely.
So I would have never expect like that would happen. So as I'm processing, I'm like, yo, this really happened in real time. This is bananas. Like, is this a assault situation? Like, I didn't know which way it was gonna go. So I'm sitting there going, wow, man, what are we going to do? And so I think what should have happened in hindsight, he should have brought him up right there when he did his acceptance. He should have grabbed him right there, apologized on the spot, not let it go by. Like, if you could redo it, I think he should have embraced him, apologized to him in the moment that he accepted his thing, and made it a nice bow.
But if you were Chris Rock, would you have wanted to go up there and after that happened? I don't know if I would have brought him up, but
maybe he didn't go. He didn't go up there. He should have acknowledged it.
Yeah, acknowledged
in the moment. I think that would have cleaned it up a little better. But now it's, you know, it was one of those moments that you can't fix. You know, you can't go back. You could be sorry, but you can't fix it. To me, it overshadowed Questlove's moment. You forget Questlove got an Oscar that night.
Yeah.
You forget that the first deaf actor won an Oscar. It's never happened. There was a lot of...
And Will Packer produced it
Will
the first
Packer,
time.
like Will did, and
Shout out to
Will.
Shayla.
Y'all did your
Will and
thing.
Shayla killed it, yes,
So
they did.
the whole show was entertaining for once. You know, because sometimes the Oscars, you're like, just get to best actor. You know what I mean? So to me, just putting a nice button on it, it was an unfortunate situation that we all should learn from. That one false move could change your whole trajectory in your life.
Right, and I know Tony Rock was upset, as he should. Like, people were like, oh, he's going too far. That's his brother.
Yeah.
Period.
That's his brother.
He's
Like,
going to express how mad he is more
brother.
than
Like,
Chris Rock
I
would
didn't
probably.
I didn't even know it was 10 of them.
Right.
It's
So
a lot. It's
yo.
a lot of rocks.
I was walking down. I was walking in my parking lot the other day, right? And the brother pulled up to me, like, "Yo, what up, Envy?" I said, "What's up?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm one of the rocks. I'm so and so rock." I had to think. I said, "Did I say anything about one of them?"
Yeah, like, which rock there?
What rock did I say something about? He's like, "No, I just say I mess with the show." But that's what he's supposed to do, especially when you have, because we got people in the family. You got members in your family that's about that life, like they want to fight.
Period.
And you got members in the family that ain't about that life.
Right.
But the members of the family that's about that life gonna stick up for that one all the
Absolutely.
time.
And we have to think about that because he did have a little issue with Chris Rock at a point.
I did. Me and Chris. Well, you don't know our issue?
No, what happened?
Why would he know this?
All right, because it went viral for a second. So
Look at your face.
I was coaching.
Oh shit.
I was coaching my daughter's
Okay.
basketball team.
Okay.
Chris Rock and my daughter are the same. Chris Rock's daughter and my daughter are the same age.
Okay.
So his daughter played on the opposing team.
Okay.
So my
see where this is
girls,
going.
Yeah, this is silly beef.
my girls went up to Chris after the game we won, and was like, "Can I have an autograph?" And he said no. Right? This was a long time ago. So I took it offensive.
I would have too.
Next
Go ahead.
day we had another game, back-to-back games.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-oh.
So we have a good girl that was really good. So she had testing to do. So I picked up from the test to make sure she could actually play.
Yeah, because she's your star. We about to give it to him.
Right.
I already know where you at.
So I didn't take her out the game.
At all.
No.
She has 70.
We blew them out by 84.
Come on, now that's disrespectful.
I love you.
Blew them
That's
out by 84.
disrespectful.
You had to.
Right? And
No.
this is before me and Chris knew each other.
Right. I mean,
So
this is sports stuff that you got to understand. In sports, it's sports and daddy stuff combined. But he had Kobe.
But think about the other girls on the team.
We're not so bad. We don't care.
So he's cursing at me at the game.
No.
Yelling at me, this, that, and the other. So I lead the girl in even more.
Oh no!
Hit a three. Pick and roll.
You going in?
I'm going in.
Why you?
It is what it is.
'Cause you can't.
So
Okay.
then after the game, my girls go to him again. Can we get a picture? No, because your coach is a dick.
I mean, that's a good reason.
So that was it. So I went on the radio next
Okay.
morning
And you brought it up.
Yeah.
Shitted on him a little bit. Little bit. And then he came up here and then we squashed it out. But it was
But bro, listen,
Was what it was.
that is one of those moments. Like it's a beautiful dad moment. Because we'll do anything for our daughters and our
Absolutely.
kids. So it's like for you to say no to my child, you saying no to
Yeah,
me.
that
That's personal. Because I had the same scenario, ready, but a little different. So it's Kobe's last game at the Clippers game, and my son was he was a Clipper boy. Like he was, getting the towels and this stuff. So coach hooked him up and he was at the game. So my son said, "Daddy, I got to get an autograph with Kobe Bryant." I said, "Okay, cool." I was like, at the end of the game, so I see Kobe at halftime, and I'm like, "Yo, this is my little man, right?" He was like, "Yo, that's your man." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Can he get an autograph after the game?" He said, "I got you." Cool.
Okay.
So I'm good. I'm like, Kobe said yes, we good. Boom, last
Daddy of
game.
the
It
year.
means a lot. It means a lot. And Shaquem will tell you this is true, right? So Shaquem was with his son. We backstage, and I'm in my feelings a little bit because it's looking like Kobe is not going to do it. He's got 30, 40 people asking him questions, whatever. He don't see me. I'm standing there feeling like a groupie a little
But
bit.
you're trying to get seen. You're trying to be seen.
But you're like, this from my son.
But yo, I'm doing this, yo. You see, I'm doing this. Like, this is my little man. This is the kid that I had. Remember my man that you said? Don't forget my man.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, right, and Shaquem is right next to me, and I'm like, am I playing myself? I'm so Jersey right now. I'm bugging.
Because now you there. How long
Because
you
I'm like,
waiting
yo,
there? How long
this
you
is
waiting?
40 minutes, B.
40 minutes. Got you baking.
I'm like, yo, Kobe got me looking crazy in front of my son.
And
B.
your son's like, "Dad
and my
don't
son,
know nobody.
and my
Dad
son's
don't know
like, "Dad, I
nobody."
thought you knew him."
Oh, hit you with that.
Oh, my
Hit you with that. I
gosh.
thought you
So
knew.
Angela, I'm spazzing, but I'm trying to contain myself. So Shaquem is like, "Yo, B, ease up. It's for your son, B. You in your feelings. Relax." And as he's saying that, Kobe go, "Yo, B, come on, let me sign you." I was like, "Thank you, Jesus."
I love you.
Oh my God! Yo, my ears was about to blow off. I don't know why I took it so personal. So I can relate to you. I was like, my son is 8. He loves you, man. Please.
What if your son would have been like, "It's okay, Dad, forget it. It don't look like it's gonna happen."
Like my son, I could tell him. He was like, "Yo, Dad, I don't think you know him like that." He started scratching like, "Dad, we can go to the car.
It's all right, Dad. We can leave.
We all right. I mean, I thought you and him was cool."
See, this is an ego thing, because Envy, I feel like you're the same way. It's an ego thing.
Yes.
It comes in there.
Yes.
You try not. I met everybody. Like honestly,
Michael Jackson.
I mean, I met everybody, so I'm not like, I wasn't getting vape. I was kind of just in my feelings because I think I was embarrassed because for my son. So I don't know where I went with it. You know what I'm talking about. Like, I was like, yo, Cole, you said yes.
But then me and Chris laugh about it all the time because none of our daughters play basketball at all. Like, they don't even care about basketball. Period. So it was more about me and him than the girls.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't have nothing to do. They were innocent bystanders.
They were innocent bystanders.
That is actually funnier.
They play ball.
You're like, they don't even play
They don't even think about it no more. Oh. That was the ego one, and the one time they kicked me out of Kevin Hart's comedy show.
Because he had it.
How you get kicked out of the show? You're the nicest guy in the world.
Envy thinks he has privileges that he's like, can do stuff that other people can't do. So if they tell you at the beginning of the show, put your phones away, the phones have to be, do not use your phone. If you take your phone out, we will escort you out.
My phone rang. Hey, what's up, babe? It was like, sir, you got to get out. I'm like,
you bugging.
You bugging. I'm like,
he was like, Kevin.
I'm like,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Are you serious?
They made him leave.
No way.
And you know what Kevin said? That's right.
He was like, I seen you. But I told you, no phone. I had to use you as an example.
No, I know you was high.
I don't care who you are.
Yo, I know you was high. Where was y'all at?
In Philly. It was his show in Philly.
Oh no!
It was packed. It was sold out.
So did everybody
they didn't get you on film though, did they?
No, because you couldn't have no cameras.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God. So that's good.
I was sitting in the second row.
It's a phantom story.
Yeah.
I was excited, but the funny thing is, I DJ'd the pre-show in the front while people came by.
They know you. Stop playing, bro.
They know me.
They told you no phones.
Threw my ass right out.
That was like when Kevin Hart, it was the Philly or something. It was at the Super Bowl or something, and Kev tried to walk up on that stage, and they gave him the five. I call it the five fingers. Yeah. Yo, my man. He was like, me? In my city? Did you see it? Kev was like, nah. He tried to push it off. He was like, no.
But nah, does everybody
not up here, shorty. Not up here. Not right now. Not right now. Kev was like, what?
That hurts too because that's on camera.
Yeah,
that's worse when it's on camera.
Mine wasn't on camera.
But like, so did everybody you're with have to leave also, or did they get to stay?
They just left with me though. They left because they were throwing me out, and I was the ride. So they was
you got to go.
I would have Ubered.
They mad at you. It's quiet in the car.
It's quiet in the car.
Daddy got us kicked out.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have stayed, and I'd have been like, I couldn't find you. We couldn't use our phone.
Oh, that's foul.
She is tricky. She's good. Angela, I gotta stay your friend because she's tricky. I gotta be on her good side, Envy.
Now, not to talk about bad news, but in the last couple of months, we know that you've been going through a lot with pain and everything, and we've seen the story in TMZ. So, how's the family now, and how's everybody healing? Your wife?
Wow, it's just hard. I'll be honest with you. You don't get over losing your parents. Like, it's just like one of those things. You just gotta take a day at a time. Right? Mm-hmm. You like I tell people, like, you'll have a great day, and then another day you might have a half a good day, then one day you might have a whole bad day, until you able to level out. The thing for me that's been helpful is, working, and I got things to do that kind of like not let me sit in it, because it's not going to change, unfortunately, and it's just one of those things that sucks your energy down because you get depressed, you know what I mean? And then you don't radiate where I want to radiate now with all these projects and things that are going, I got to get up here, and I don't want to be depressed and stay down here. But sometimes you can't help it. It's just reality.
Yeah, because I think it's expected, too. Like, you should be at times depressed and sad about it. And then there'll be moments that you feel better.
I just had a moment yesterday that was profound. So I'm waiting for you to tape your show.
We were talking about that earlier. We was like, only vets come on time.
Yeah.
She was like,
he was on time
3 hours early.
Yeah, I came.
Then he went to go get something
because I thought I had it on LA. It was stupid. But
then they said he left and then came back another 30 minutes early.
Yeah, I came here. I wanted to do it.
That's what you do. That was like,
I'm old school.
It was like,
because I'm always on time too, and so, but a lot of times people be late. But I feel like that's a professional thing to do.
Yeah, I don't want to be, no ghetto stuff. But real quick, so yesterday I was having like pretty good day or whatever, right? So I run into Mike Geronimo.
Really?
This is the most random story. You know, I got great stories, but so I'm in the studio. He's going to record, and we pass each other in the hallway, and he's like, "Yo, Bill, Geronimo," and I know his voice.
Right.
And I was like, "Yo, Mike, what's up? Is that you?" He was like, "Yeah, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh my God!" So we catch up, blah blah blah, and out of nowhere, he asked me. He said, "How you doing, B?" And I knew, I was like, do he know something? The way he said it, like, how you doing? No, for real. How you doing? And I was like, I'm all right. And he was like, yeah, I know what happened. And I was like, oh my God, don't make me cry, bro. Like, what's going on? So then he said to me, which was so profound, he was like, what would your father want from you right now? Would he want you to be this sad, or would he want you to move on and keep moving and keep your head up? And I was like, yo, what made you say that? He was like, I don't know. It was like everything I needed.
Yeah.
Everything I needed, he put me on 20.
And I know you was thinking, from Mike Geronimo?
Yeah, like the most coolest street, profound. He hit me with like a spirit spoke through him. And the only reason I ran into him because I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's where you were. I was like,
going
what is
to the
he
bathroom.
doing?
Yeah, I was going to the bathroom and he was leaving, and I was just like, yo.
That's
but
dope.
he
Shout
helped
to
me
Mike G,
out.
yeah.
So shout out to Mike Geronimo.
That is dope.
You've also been talking about this part 2, the sequel for How to Be a Player.
Yeah.
You've been talking about this for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, because
Bill still look like 21. So
yeah, I
he
can still
do
pull it off, right? I just got to get ripped a little bit because I got to have my shirt off in a couple scenes. So I'm going to have to stop at the bagels, and I love bagels. So I came up with an idea, though, that I want her in the movie, you know, but she, you know, you can't be drinking in the movie. Not the whole movie, just one scene. She'll be walking through, you want another one? Another one?
Come on, Bill.
She said we should do an all-girls version.
Yeah, but a woman's version of How to Be a Player,
That'd be dope.
2023.
Would you going to be the star of it?
I don't know if I could be the star, but I'd
But you're
definitely
going to be in it because you're a player, though. How you do it,
I'm
though?
gonna help write it.
She got all the moves. She know how to do it. We came up yesterday, we were talking about this is the funniest. Yo, do you know how slick women is and how they stick together when they got to lie? She said her teams, like girls, they practice scenarios so when they come up, they're good. Like Navy SEALs.
Bro, let me tell you about Angela Yee.
Oh my God.
Tell you just one story.
Okay.
Nets are playing in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right? I'm watching on TV. I see Hove sitting at the game. Angela Yee told me she was going on a date.
Right.
She goes on a date, and I guess the seats weren't as good as Hove.
We were in the box. We had box seats.
They had box seats.
But
right?
you looking up, it was too high.
Right?
You want to hear
I mean, it's
sneakers.
open bar.
You're like, I want to hear sneakers.
Bill, halftime. I see Hove. She's sitting next to Hove, and then next to Mike Kaiser.
You lying.
Left her date in 300 by himself.
Balls. Boo, I'll
Where
be
is he
right
now?
back.
Just like your daughters don't play basketball no more.
She said, where's he now?
He out the game.
Yeah, he don't play no
She
more.
was like, I'll be right back.
Never came back.
No,
I
she
didn't-
not.
No,
Back to the
I
game.
was honest. I was like, look, I'm
I
gonna go
was
sit
honest.
courtside. I mean, I didn't lie. What, you gonna be mad about that?
You enjoying the box? Yo,
It wasn't even like that. It was texting like, how's the box?
yeah, I mean, enjoy your open bar.
We
I'm
did
good.
a toast
Next,
before I went down.
you. She like, bonsoir. Yo, I can't believe you did that. But I'm
Why?
proud of you. It's a G move, though.
I mean, who wouldn't do that though?
But see, here's the thing. You are accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you know, and the privileges, and the box was too hot. Her nose was leaking up there.
But it wasn't a real date. He
Yes,
was
it
like,
was.
"Do you want to go to the game?" I don't
That's
know
a
if that's
date. That is a date. He was trying to pursue
He
her.
didn't
That
pick
is a
me up.
date.
He ain't pick you up. Y'all just met there.
Yeah.
No, you got to go down there.
so I gotta go
Yeah,
down.
it ain't official.
I didn't get no flowers.
Nothing.
It's not a
He
date.
step his game
Oh,
up.
my goodness.
Deuces.
Oh, you know what else you talked about that I want to address too?
What's that?
This whole entanglement. You talked about it on your special.
You like that? She did really like. Oh my God, I'm proud of you. Wait,
No, because it's interesting because, I did the August interview where he talked about it for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And everybody was like, oh my God, it's true. But, there's always whispers about things that are happening in Hollywood and people
Right.
kind of knew about it, as you were saying.
Yeah.
But it was like a shock to the rest of the world. Do you think that's something as a man that you could get over?
An entanglement, like what happened. Wow. I mean, you probably can. I mean, in time, but like I said, for guys, our egos are humongous. and you know, you gotta kind of be like, you gotta throw it over your shoulder like the drink, or you never gonna get past it. It's just gonna be a stumbling block. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't, I think if you do it, don't ask too many questions, because you get in there, you done. Like, you know, was it better than me, babe?
Oh, man, y'all don't want to know that.
I don't want to know. Now, see, you can't get in there. That's like doing a threesome and then your girl leave for the other dude.
Ooh.
That's basically what happens.
Okay, for the other dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Or the other woman, because that happens too.
That can happen too. I've seen that happen.
I thought you would say it happened to you.
No.
Like,
Thank God, because that's too much drama. That's a super entanglement. But what I'm saying is, like, with the Will and Jada situation, the reason I wrote that joke, because it was something that, like, I heard about, and then when it got revealed and I just studied it, I got to find an angle on it that's funny, even though it's a tough situation. And that's how I got to the men being a side chick, because guys don't realize, you know, in that situation, you basically are the side chick. Like, you know, she not leaving her man for you. You know, you the cleanup.
Right.
You get the Tuesday, Wednesday joint. You ain't getting no weekends.
You get Groundhog Day. You said.
Groundhog Day. She goes too far. She always go too far.
Because I said in the special, you got to learn your holidays when you're a side chick, because you can't get the main holidays. Yeah. Not the majors.
April Fool's Day and Groundhog Day.
See, give me some. See, Envy, you got to watch it. I think you're going to find
it's really funny. It actually is.
I'm watching this weekend.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Some really funny stuff in it. It's such a really New York attitude in it that you. I did a joke about Tekashi that went viral. Like, it was just about how I would be a snitch too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing 52 years or whatever they offered him was a lot of years. Like, that's a lot. So I'm telling. Like,
telling off the bat. I'm telling.
We're not going to negotiate this.
Yeah, because a lot of people will be like, listen, the code is.
Right. Everybody wants you to be, everybody say the code is real till it's 55 years.
That's right.
Like, that's a good amount of time to be away. Like.
You telling, Envy?
I'm not doing no crime.
But I'm just saying.
I'm not, it depends. Who am I telling on? That also matters.
Bill.
But it's 55 years.
He's telling.
He's telling.
Envy,
you're
he's
not
telling.
going to.
Envy
is
I
telling.
feel close enough to you to tell you you're not doing 50
Envy's
years
telling.
for nobody.
It depends.
If it's a week, Envy's telling.
It depends. Like, if it's.
Could you sit down for a weekend for your man?
A weekend for my man?
For
Yeah,
one of your best friends, whatever.
For
can you
weekend?
sit down for a week?
Absolutely.
You could do it clean.
Yeah, clean.
But 50 years.
He lying. If he act like.
Yo, 50 get your back tight, because you know what 50 is. 50 is a minute. Like, ooh. Yo, you be like, my man? Like, you stop me. Like, yo, is he my cousin or my play cousin?
Is he my brother or is he like blood?
The funny thing about it is it makes you question where you at with it.
Right.
Like, okay, are you that loyal, or is loyalty crazy for you? Because that's amount of loyalty that makes no sense to me. Like, I didn't do the crime, you did.
Yeah, and nobody.
Now, if I didn't do the crime.
No, your boy, you are a witness to something. And if you tell, you get off.
Oh, if I didn't do the crime?
Yeah, because sometimes you get it for just being there.
Oh, what? Mikey!
See, he's
You
telling.
gotta tell him, Mikey. Mikey, they caught us. They caught you, Mikey.
They caught you.
They caught you. Come out. Mikey!
Yo, Mike, I got you. I got all your stuff out here. I'm going to hold it till you get out.
Now, question. Charlamagne interviewed Arsenio Hall.
Yes.
And he said when the show was over, you were supposed to replace him.
Yes.
Is there any truth to that?
Yes, there was. It was really an interesting situation. So they were looking for the next guy. I was literally like on the runway. I was sitting there. I had a deal. I forget which network I had to deal with at the time. And so when Arsenio was leaving, I was kind of coming up in that little gap area right there. And so I had a show, the Bill Bellamy show. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what actually went wrong, but like at the last second, they was like, we're not going to do it.
Damn.
I was right there too. I was like with the suit and everything. Dink.
Damn.
Yeah, it didn't happen. That's how life goes. Maybe somebody was like, yeah, they old school mafia style. Nah, it can't happen.
Damn it. Now we always ask this before anybody leaves. Mount Rushmore of comedians. Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
That's pretty easy for me.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go with everybody that I know influenced my career. Eddie Murphy. Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor. Did I get one more, right?
One more.
One more. I'm gonna go with George Carlin. Okay. See, it's a little different because there's other people I could put in there, but I'm just going by people that influenced me, that made me really want to be comedians, like storytelling, honesty, jokes, style, you know what I mean? Like those 4 comics off the top of my head were the ones that made me like, oh, dang, man, that looked fun as hell. Like just be up there talking for an hour. How they never run out? I used to say to myself, how do they not run out of stuff to say?
Right.
Yeah.
They talk an hour.
No, it's
material.
But that's why your special is amazing. So
Thank
if
you,
people
babe.
haven't seen it, they definitely have to check
go
it out.
check
I
it
Want
out.
My Life Back.
I Want My Life Back on Amazon Prime.
And Top Billing with Bill Bellamy.
Yes.
Make sure you check out the podcast.
Yes.
Who else is going to be on there? I know you've had T.I., you've had Lunel, Tony Rock.
Tony Rock. Too Short's next.
Okay.
Too
Wow.
Short.
He's got great stories.
Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to get Issa Rae.
Nice.
It's just going to be like eclectic people that you just be like, oh my God, I want to hear what they're going to say. So when we post them, it's every Wednesday. If you're listening right now, if you want to follow us at Top Billing, it's on Breakbeat Media. You can go there. But if you want to just go with a podcast or on Spotify, you put in Top Billing, it will come up, and then you'll just be following the show, and you can listen to it or watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
There it is.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, man. Always.
It's Bill Bellamy.
Holla!
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.